Hey everyone, welcome to the Midnight Ride with Grayman Prepping. It's just me and my small crew back here tonight, unless some people come popping up. Let me go. There we go. I have sent out emails, and I've also sent out, did the posting over there on Courtney's mod chat group. So if you have access to one of those things, you should have the link if you want to come up here. But before we get into coming up here, let's say hi to everybody. All right. First one in was Gear Grinding 19, followed by CP at Hugo Homestead. And see, then Where to Begin Homestead came in. And then Suzanne came in. Hello Tofu is here. Tim Fergal from North Idaho. And Barry Storms Radios and Cats is here. Idaho Garden Girl's here. Hey, there's 3 of us from Idaho. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, sorry. And everybody's talking. All right, that's it so far. And what does it say? Yeah, we got 15 watching. So that means we have a few people out there that are just watching, or as we call it, lurking. If you're just lurking, if you can, just say, hi, I'm lurking, and that's perfectly okay. And did I miss somebody off for some reason? Okay, that's what's that. Okay. All righty. Wow. I almost missed this tonight. I've been busy doing a bunch of recording today. I probably recorded about 8 videos today. And one of the videos I recorded was out for the indoor garden experiment, and I had 2 cameras going, and so I'm editing, trying to keep the audio going smooth as I change which camera is at, while the words are just staying the same. I got about 28 minutes of that done doing that, and I got 15 more to go. Man, that's it. That's, it's like slide it over a little bit, slide it over a little bit. Okay. All right, the vocals match. Okay, we're going with this one now. Hey, Shady Hill Homestead. How's it going? So there's several things here I want to go over here before I jump into the news. And some of the news is rather... Anyways. Okay, so is that going to work? Hang on, let me see. Is that going to work that way, or it's going to go? It's going to do that on me. Okay, so and there we go. All right, so got channel memberships. There are 3 levels. Prepper is 99 cents a month. Grayman is $1.99 a month. And Survivalist is $4.99 a month. So far, I have 1 Survivalist and 5 Preppers. Oh, okay. I have egg on my face. Pastor McQuadu, what am I supposed to email you about? Uh-oh, I think I may have forgotten something. Of course, with grandkids running around, that gets to be a problem too. All right, we still got Tibor in the house as well now too. All right, so drop down here real quick, go through this real quick. So the Prepper, you get members only videos that normal people can't see, community posts, live streams, and some more. The Grayman gets everything Prepper does, plus I'm going to be doing monthly classroom instructions and on a live stream, only it's private. And then on the super survivalist level, they get everything mentioned before, plus they get 12 hours per year to call on me to do a one-on-one private confidential okay, hang on. Okay, I've been trying to get in touch with you, but it keeps coming back, so I asked you to email me. All right. Okay, I will. All right, go ahead. Hang on here. One moment, folks. Let me grab this real quick here and pull this out so I can do this here for Pastor McGuady here real quick. And where to go? Okay, Tibor's here, Wayne's here. There it is there. Okay. Okay, and take it back to here. Job's not done until the paperwork's done. All right. There we go. Back here. All right. Okay. So, and so anyways, yeah, so they get, 12 hours, one-on-one, they can save it up. They can do it, or they can do one a month. They can do like 3 hours if we need to do a 3-hour one and then wait until we can do some more. So, but they get 12 hours per year of one-on-one private stuff. All right. So let me go back here. Check that. Okay. Suzanne says, oh, you've been trying to go, but it keeps coming back. Strange. Well, I just sent you the one, so you should be able to reply to it. So, whoa, 12 inches of snow expected in your area. Ouch. 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 Suzanne is getting 4 to 6. Still ouch. That's in a 24-hour period. That sucks. If it's over a week or so, at least if I get that over a week, so that gives me a couple days, I can sneak out there with the, if it gets too much for me, the shovel, and get the tractor out there and scrape everything off. All right, Pastor McGuady, you may want to go ahead and pull down your email now, address. And let's see, Glenn is here, how to garden. All right, and everybody's saying hi again. All righty, so let me drop this down on this other one here. So right now I got with our 6 channel members, and speaking of the channel members, come the 31st, so in less than 2 weeks, I'm going to do the giveaway where I'm giving away Doc Bones and Nurse Amy's book and a bunch of the gift cards, and I can't remember what all they are. I have to go back and look at that. Actually, let me see if I can find it here real quick, and I can tell you what those are if I got them over here. Actually, it's going to be over here on this one here. I hate it when it does that. Stupid computer keeps on glitching, closing out all my backdrop windows, so I can't, I have everything all lined up in order over here, so I need to bring up one of my folders, and it has everything in it I need to have in that folder, and it's just dropping it out on me. Stupid Microsoft. It keeps on trying to get me to upgrade to Windows 11. If I could, I'd go back to Windows 98. At least there was a bunch of programs I had that worked great on Windows 98, but they won't work on anything current because it's not supported. All right, hang on here. I want to go. This one here is that one. And I can bring up the other one. It should be there it is. Back here. Here. Where is it? I hate it when this happens, so I get these technical problems here. And the computer doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, well, it is not showing up here, so it looks like it ditched it on me, this stupid thing. Yeah, it did. It also, and it's upgrading. It's lost the links. I'm going to have to reload stuff. Oh, well. Anyways, so besides the, I know there's a, I know there's a 20, a 10, and a 5. I'm not sure what other gift cards amounts I'm giving out on the on the 31st. For those that participated in the contest, so you can get the most people to come over and join. But for channel members, guys, channel members, I'm going to do a drawing for channel members for gift cards. And I'm giving away a $20 gift card and a $10 gift card. And if we get some more channel members, I'm going to add some $5 gift cards as well. All right. So that'll come up on the 31st. All right. Let's see. Get over here and look at this stuff here. Okay. So on the 12th was that. Okay. So news. Some of the news. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Some of the news I've been getting from California, and wait a minute, I just saw a name go flying by there. Moon over Miami. Hey, how's it going? All right, so this one here got me upset, and here's the subject line in the email I got on it from Martinez Patch News. Martinez Bridge in danger of collapse. Now, everyone in the Bay Area knows the Martinez Bridge is the bridge that goes from Martinez across the Carquinez Strait to Benicia. There are two bridges, 5 lanes each. Interstate 680. And so when they say Martinez Bridge in danger of collapse, everybody was thinking it's one of those two bridges. Which if they have to close one to do repairs or whatever they need to do, that's going to impact the entire San Francisco Bay Area for commute. Because a lot of people use this to commute on. And so I go hopping in there to look at it to see what's wrong with it. It's not the Martinez Bridge. It's a little walkway bridge across the Alhambra Creek. Oh, I wanted to go back there and B-slap whoever approved that headline. That is definitely clickbait. Ticked me off. You got to watch out what's going on. I mean, that's the same thing about brain dead Greta, who got arrested. It was a photo ops all staged to highlight their agenda on global warming. Yes, I'm calling it global warming because that's still what they're calling it in private. All right. So that takes care of that one. Next one here. Latest storm. This was on the 13th. So this was last Friday. This one came in. Latest California storm timeline. So far, 30 billion in damages, 19 dead. Weather event continues. At least they stopped calling it a cyclone after I commented on a couple of their articles saying, hey, it's not. It's an atmospheric river. It's coming straight across. It's not being powered by a cyclone. Anyways, so $30 billion they're claiming in damage. Yeah, most of that is caused by the great nuisance when he started releasing excess water. Hey, Chipper, because the reservoirs are not even, most of them, and the two largest reservoirs are not even a quarter full. You know, they can hold all the rain that came down, but he's dumping water because it might be too much for them to handle. And what's it doing? It's causing problems down in the Delta system from Sacramento down to San Francisco. All right, let's see. Let's say on the 14th, last Saturday, it was the 8th atmospheric river hits California. And see the next one here. Hey, we've all been seeing this one all over the United States. Because it's been affecting everybody in every state for their own local prices. California eggs top $7 amid nationwide shortage. because somebody decided to make all the farmers kill off a bunch of chickens because somebody in the next county over had some avian bird flu, but even though their flock all tested clear, oh, you're close to it, we need you to kill all yours. Again, these people need to pull their heads out. The food price stuff is being manipulated and caused by idiots in the demon rat society. Okay, let's see. It's the 16th. The last of 9 atmospheric rivers coming to California. Now, there's more coming. And so they're talking about that was on Sunday. Then they had this one here. I'm going to read from a little bit from. Let me go ahead and mark those that. Here's the headline. Horrific massacre as member of 6 shot dead. A family of 6 shot dead in Goshen. And the victims include a 17-year-old mom, her 6-month-old infant, ABC News reported. Go to the full story. The last line of the news article sheds light on the whole thing. And they're talking about six family members, including the 17-month infant, were shot dead in Goshen on Monday in what local law enforcement called a horrific massacre that was targeted. I'm not going to go into all the details. I'm going to skip through it. The Tulare County Sheriff is the ones responding to it because it's not in a city. This was very personal, the sheriff said. We believe that a message is being sent out. Remember that point. All right, took place just after 3 a.m. Monday morning. Residents called 911. Believe there was an active shooter due to the number of shots that were being fired. And going on here. Okay, here's the big secret on that. A search warrant for drugs was executed on this home 1 week ago. A search warrant for drugs was executed on this home 1 week ago. Investigators believe the shooting was not random and that there is a connection to gangs. They are searching for at least 2 suspects. Yeah. And I bet the people were complaining that, hey, you searched for drugs here, we're going to be targets now. And they just ignored them. Okay, let's skip past that one. Now, we got to come back to this other one too. Okay, here's the other one, guys. This is another one. This is a nationwide one here. Let me get it in here to the actual article. Before you book your travel in 2023, check out which cities are seeing the most bed bugs. Expert warn in a new rank of infestations. So bed bugs are on the rise in certain cities. Northern California knows for attractions that make it a prime vacation spot. The Golden Gate Bridge, National Park, Alcatraz. The one thing tourism officials won't tout is San Francisco's ranking among the Atlanta-based pest control company Orkin's recent release of the top 50 bedbug cities in the United States. San Francisco is at 22 on this year's list, down 3 from last year. However, let's see. California was number 5, having risen 7 spots since last year. So it went from 12th to 5th. Los Angeles. Chicago took the top spot for the 3rd year in a row, followed by New York and Philadelphia. Hey, anybody want to go visit New York? Okay, so here's the top 10. Chicago, Illinois, New York City, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Akron, Ohio area. Number 5, Los Angeles. Number 6, Number 6, Detroit. I was just freezing the area here so I kill any big bugs coming through this article. Number 7, Indianapolis. Number 8, Baltimore. Number 9, Washington, D.C. Shoot, of all the critters going around Washington, D.C., I thought they'd be in first. And then Columbus, Ohio. So in the top 10, Ohio's in there twice. California's in there once. Illinois, yeah, okay. Hey, Tibor, board up your house. Don't go out. The bed bugs are outside. All right, so that's the bed bug report. You can check the Orkin site if you want to get it, or check with if the major news outlets are reporting it. Probably burying it on the last page. You can check with them. Okay, update from that family massacre. Cartel suspected in the killing. Yeah, a Mexican cartel. They won't go on each one. Hey, this one ought to make everybody feel all warm and fuzzy. I gotta bounce around this one so I don't get dinged since I'm monetized now. Captain Crazy to visit storm-ravaged Bay Area communities on today, Thursday. Yeah, more than a few of them there would want to. Yeah, he's going to hit. They're going to take him on a very closely guarded and specific tour. And here's your distraction headline. Your distraction headline for the week. Alec Baldwin to be charged with manslaughter in the Rust movie shooting, according to the DA in New Mexico. The armorer for the shoot, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, will also be charged with manslaughter, as will the assistant director and a couple other people. There were lots of complaints by crew. In fact, the crew was going on strike because of all the safety violations. Jeez, and you got guns in there, and they're ignoring all sorts of safety guns, thinking regulations because they're out in the middle of New Mexico. Okay, and coming up here, and I also have a thing for this. San Francisco Bay, actually not San Francisco, California expects temperatures to top out at 53 degrees Thursday afternoon before plunging to below freezing tonight. Yeah, so let me throw this up here, and we're going to go to this. So here is the NOAA weather map. You see that pink stuff? That pink stuff is this is the precipitation. The pink stuff is 30 inches or more of rain since Christmas. Now, in this rain area here, most of the pink stuff is also getting hit with cold weather up here in the Sierras and around the San Francisco Bay Area. The hashed out lines are up here experiencing freezing. I'm not sure whether I got Los Angeles hashed out, but yeah, this is the rainfall here from the top one here. Honeydew, California, 47 3/4 inches since Christmas. Boulder Creek, which is down by Santa Cruz, 35.4 inches. Let's see. I can try and pronounce this. Cazadero, California, which is up in by where the skunk train runs. I can't think of it right. Fort Bragg, up near there. 33 inches. Nevada City, which is on the way up to Reno, is 29 inches. Oakland, California, 18 inches. Downtown San Francisco, 17 inches. San Francisco Airport, which is way south of San Francisco, is 15 inches. Redding, California, 14. Froze. Downtown Sacramento, the state capital, also known as Sack of Tomatoes, it had 12 inches. Santa Barbara had 11 inches. And Stockton, Uncle Al's favorite place, had 10 3/4 inches. But let me go ahead and drop that back down and go in here and give you some more information on basically some of this. All right, so where is it? That's the precipitation. Where's the freeze map again? Yeah, they lead on with the freezes, and they flood most of it with. Okay, here's the freeze map now. So save images. Save. Blow that one up. There we go. So that's the freeze warning for the San Francisco area. Heading on down past Big Sur. Yes, Big Sur is going to freeze down to King City and on down. So once you get south of Big Sur, most of the coastline there is freezing. It's not unusual. It happens a lot. But San Jose is freezing. Concord, which is near my wife. Martinez, which you can't see, which is where my cursor is moving up there. That red line going up is 680, so it's right up there. And all that is freezing. And it's freezing for several days. Let me drop that down. And so it's going to freeze Thursday night into Friday morning, and again Friday night into Saturday morning, and they're not sure about Sunday. But it's not a hard freeze. It's enough. It gets down to 29, 28 degrees. So yeah, it's going to be bad. No, Tibor. They got the reason why they're so freaking out is because they got a stupid idiot governor who's dumping all the water instead of keeping it in the reservoirs where it needs to be. So the rainwater is coming down and getting heavy rainwater, and they got all the water they're dumping out of the reservoirs because they think the reservoirs will suddenly fill up like that and overflow. California doesn't have to sneak and catch water. It is 100%. In fact, it is encouraged to catch rainwater in California. Unlike some states which are saying, it's our water, not your water, even though it's falling on your land. It's our water. You can't catch it. California says, catch it all you want. All righty. So let me go ahead and close that. Go back over here. And anything else new pop up here? No, nothing else new popped up. Sometimes I get a late one here on Thursday evening. All righty, so stupid, yeah. And the great nuisance was taught by Governor Moonbeam, who got the state court to rule that the 2-term limit does not apply to. It only applies to 2 consecutive terms. It doesn't mean you go 2 terms and then come back several years later and do another 2 terms, which is what it did. It was supposed to say, but they say, oh no, that's not what it means. Otherwise, he never would have been governor for another 2 terms. And Nuisance never would have been lieutenant governor, would never be governor now. Oh, boy. Even if the state town says it's illegal, still encourages it. Well, see, California doesn't say it's illegal. California says it is totally legal to catch rainwater falling on your property. And some counties have said, oh, we're going to make it illegal. And every time the state says, no, you can't. So, and they tell the county, if anybody says it is going to claim that water, it's going to be the California Department of Water Resources, and they say you can't claim them. Yeah. Yeah, my wife has so many barrels and stuff out there collecting rainwater. Everything was overflowing, and they some of the buckets they needed to move the barrels around, so they dumped it all, put it back up. The next day, 2 days later, it was full. The one is catching the water off the roof. I mean, just in full 55 gallons, boom, just like that. Let me go ahead and, for those that don't want to check the email, go into Courtney's. There's the link. Come on up, guys. Take it away from me. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Moonbeam learned from his dad, who was as bent as the hind leg of a dog. Yeah. And the reason why Colorado and Utah tried to make it illegal to collect rainwater is because they want all the water to go into the Colorado River so people can't say that they're withholding water from those downstream. And let me jump over to the other computer here, make sure you get that cleared. And pin message for a minute. Okay. Oh, I knew I forgot to do something. Oh, I may expect a troll, so I got to get over here and take care of something real quick here. I forgot to put it on the have to be a member to make comments here. So give me a second here. I want to take that safety precaution. Yeah, it's been a busy day. I didn't get a lot of. I was concentrating on one thing and didn't get the other stuff I wanted to do done in 3 minutes. Save. There we go. Yeah. Okay. And put it back on the chat. Yeah. The thing is, though, there are a lot of cases that say rainwater is different than water rights on the ground or in the ground. And so, Tofu's going bye-bye. All right. See you later, Tofu. Now I'm going to sound stupid here. I still have, people, I think I know what Tofu's other channel name used to be. I just haven't gone to look to see who and what, but yeah. Yeah, Wayne, it's a fall from the sky issue. It's like bird poo falling on you. Well, if you're going to claim the water, you got to come clean all the bird poo off my house too. Oh man. But yeah, so I got how many videos I put out today where I got doing it. So I'm doing the one here on the that's going to be for the indoor garden. I'm doing heavy editing on. I got a couple product reviews. Actually, I got 5 product reviews to finish edit, 2 to finish videoing, and 5 that'll be to edit here. Tofu is Laura, you think? No, because she showed up as Laura as Hedgehog's Homestead Wednesday. The other was it Wednesday? No. Oh, it was Tuesday night as I was getting ready to get done, and Tofu was in there, and Laura were both in there at the same time. So it's like, yeah. I'm trying to remember who it was always coming in on mine saying, thanking everybody for coming in, making comments, and basically doing the same stuff that Tofu's doing. Now in Kentucky, you're not allowed to plumb a spring into your house, but you can collect it in a container. In most states, you can only claim the land around the body of water, not the water. Here it's one of those, different things. If the stream, if it's not a navigable stream and it flows through your property, it's yours. You have water rights to it. And that was one of the things in California. If it's not a quote navigable waterway that the Coast Guard patrols, and it flows through your property, you should have the water rights to it, unless an owner previously sold the water rights away. And that's one of the stupid things that's happening here is people are selling their water rights to some of the companies in California. And so they're having the water just being dumped into the Snake River and goes around, gets over towards the west side of the state, and they're pumping it out and pumping it into California. Cool. You can build a spring house, but not your house. And so if the water collects in a container, if that container is a cistern and it's not in your house, can you then pump out of that cistern into a storage tank, and from that storage tank into your house? Hey, Star. Just popping in to say hello. Yeah. Anyways, so in the video I'm editing hard, I'm trying to get it done so I can tonight, so I can have it post tomorrow morning. Is come on, brainwork. I actually plant the lettuce that had sprouted in 18 hours, gone from a seed to be about that tall, and it was somewhere about like that big when I wound up planting them today. Yeah, the house we had in California from the 1960s had a well on it, and at times the well table was up at 60 feet. Other times it was down at 80 feet. Other times down at 120 feet. And actually, sometimes if it was a really wet winter, it was up to 30 feet. But during a long summer when it was down at the 120 feet, oh man, the water flowing through the sandstone around there brought out a lot of sulfur. You take a shower, man, you think you're at a health spa, or in one of those sulfur baths. Whew. Kentucky once charged a yearly tax on a washing machine. That reminds me of the law in Los Angeles. It's still on the books. They refuse to take it off the books. It is illegal to drive any motorized conveyance in downtown Los Angeles because it scares the horses. Uh-oh, CB's getting lots of wind and a little rain. Whew. Yeah, Star, those laws on like washing machines and stuff were from back when washing machines first came out. because some people say, "Oh, it's going to waste water, so we're going to put a tax on it." So yeah. Okay. And the Marshmallow Man just posted a video. So you're talking about the one you said for scaring the horses, huh? Yeah. Duncan Duncan 1900 has 2 wells and 2 cisterns where she's at. Now we're in the process of trying to buy 2 well water rights here. One for the property I'm on here, one for the property across the street where my daughter's at. My wife says it's a good idea, just for like an insurance purposes. But the other thing I found out talking to the city, I can drop 2 well. I just got to go get a permit. He was saying it may not even cost any money. They just want you to go fill out the paperwork so they know you have it. Is put 2 non-drinking water wells in for geothermal heat conveyance. Hey, Barry. And so got to go up to Idaho Falls, get the permit, get Guy to drill 2 wells in, one on each side of the property. We pull from the one side, run it through, pull all the heat or cool off, use the heat exchanger, return the water that has different temperature into the other well. That way we're not keeping any of the water, and it just keeps flowing right on along. And all we need to do is put on a couple solar panels to power a pump to pump the water and power the whole thing. Oh, really? A tax on women's lingerie called the bra tax. Oh.
Is that where the Free the Titties movement came from? Or I should have said tatas. That would have been more. I don't know. That's not much better, is it?
The boobies.
Well, the wind is really kicking up over here.
My mom said the reason they call the television the boob tube because guys stare at it like they stare at a woman's boobies.
Well, I'm glad I broke myself of that years ago. There's not a single TV in this house. Well, I want to clear that up. Could have been
I got 2 TVs in front of me here, but they're hooked up to the computer.
Yeah.
But the one does have the Roku free stuff on it. So if I want to, I can watch some TV. The one hooked up for the Blu-ray and DVD players in the living room for the boys, the grandkids to watch, also has Roku, and it also has Tubi on it. And it was funny during Christmas from actually from about the middle of October until even after Christmas. 3 of the boys were always wanting me to put on some of the kids programs that sang a bunch of the Halloween songs. And then that's the same company that put out those Halloween songs, put out the same songs with Christmas words to them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got the little animated figures, computer animated generated figures and stuff. So.
Well, I still have a TV antenna, but it's hooked to my scanner now.
Yeah. Hey, Pacific Permaculture, how's it going? And so we got. Let me look at the weather forecast again here. All right, so we were forecast of 20% chance of snow showers today, mainly after 11 a.m. At about 10:45, I was getting, actually no, it's about 9:45. I was getting ready to make a quick run into Idaho Falls, grab some stuff at Sam's Club, and I'm looking out, and the snow's starting to fall. I go, crap! So I didn't do that. I just hauled more firewood in, and then about 11:30, I looked out and nothing's fallen. It's like it was just some very occasional flakes, just enough where you could see them coming down. Nothing stuck anywhere.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
It was like, dang. All right, question here. Can you use the TV for a monitor? Hang on a second here. Yep, that is if I get it down, see, that's a Hisense TV from Walmart, and there it is as my computer monitor. And across the street, my daughter and son-in-law have a 54-inch one hooked up to their computer.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I let me show you here. Hang on. Go back here. So when I turn it on, this is the screen I get. Computer, Roku, Tubi, the WB, YouTube, BYU TV, Pluto TV, Roku Kids, PBS Kids. Yeah. So, and then I just, move it to whichever one with my remote here, and I just go, so now it's on the computer.
Yeah, mine has the reason I bought this laptop was for gaming, but it does have an HDMI plug, and it does split screen. So I don't have to have anything special. It's already built in. I can do split screen, just add another monitor.
Yeah, this computer here. The one is HDMI plugged into the computer. The screen in front of me is a Dell, which is set up to do TV, computer,
gaming,
PlayStation,
mm-hmm.
and everything else on it. So that's hooked up using the VGA port on it. The HDMI port on the Dell goes over to my laptop over here. And my laptop has a bigger monitor sitting on top of it. So I can just switch this one here to go to this computer, or I can switch it to go to that computer. So I'm writing my novels on that computer. When I'm doing all my editing for videos, it's on that computer. They got all the software on there, but I'm using both monitors to do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would be a heck of one. And especially if you get one of the ones that's like has the free Roku on it, which means you can pick up Tubi and about several other ones as well. You can just watch your movies. Oh, cool. Speaking of movies, has everybody here seen the latest Top Gun movie, Top Gun Maverick?
Mm-mm.
I picked up the DVD I ordered the DVD off of Amazon because it was cheaper than what even Walmart had it, and Walmart had sold out between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and this was cheaper a couple days after Christmas, and so I ordered it, and I watched it, and as there were some tear-jerky scenes in the first Top Gun. Like when Goose died and some other ones. There were a few more tear-jerky moments in Top Gun Maverick. But yeah, it was pretty good. It's like I'm looking at this. I was like, damn! I wish this had arrived while my wife was still here. She would have loved it.
Yeah, the problem is the hot teacher's not in it.
No. But remember when they got in the beginning when they were still on the aircraft carrier and they got called in front of the skipper, And the skipper goes on, "You've been called on hack for for low passes over so many airfields and one admiral's daughter."
Yeah.
The admiral's daughter is in it.
Oh.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give a spoiler on it, but she is in it.
I guess I better watch it then.
Yeah.
You have to admit, though, what was her name in the first one? The blonde?
Kelly McGinnis.
Yeah, she was hot then. Not so much now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't even approach her for this one because they wrote the story. And but this, here are some facts given out about other stuff. When Maverick came back to be an instructor at Top Gun, he was there a total of 2 months.
Wasn't
he goes, "I'm not. It turns out I'm not a teacher."
Wasn't Tom Cruise already? Wasn't he already trained as a pilot?
Not for the first one. After the first movie, he got into it.
Yeah.
And he has his own pilot's license. He flies jets. He flies props. Does he fly helicopter? I have to check that one out. But in the new one, he's there working on this P-51 Mustang. Mm-hmm. That is his P-51 Mustang.
I'm
and
jealous.
He actually flies it for the movie because it's flying around, and the chase aircraft goes in front and zooms in, and he's flying it with the admiral's daughter in the back seat.
Sweet. All right. Are you jealous? Actually, the lead singer of Iron Maiden flies their whole crew, and including their equipment, overseas. So he's actually a seasoned pilot.
Yeah.
And their lead frontman, for Iron Maiden. So it saves them.
There's a lot of actors and singers that are pilots. Harrison Ford's a helicopter pilot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he's a helicopter pilot. And John Denver was a pilot, and he actually died flying an experimental aircraft that he built. He built several of them, and there was I guess in the it wasn't anything on his fault in building it. It was the materials had flaws in them, and so they got shipped onto him when safety tests should have put him in a trash can.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm gonna go over here and poke this fire. I'll be right back. But I'm listening.
Yeah, Tibor. I mean, for Top Gun Maverick, he had all the actors starting months early, going through all the training that Navy pilots go through. They did the dump tank test. They did the stress test, all the stuff and everything. They put them through absolutely everything on it. And there's some good video information out there on it.
Wow, can you imagine?
Oh yeah. All right, Kelly McGillis is 65 years old. Hang on. All right, she's 3 months older than I am. No, yeah, 3 months older than I am. So she's 65. And actually, that's what happened. Yeah, she put on a bunch of weight. Looks like she weighs twice as much as she did in Top Gun.
I just kind of feel like she might have let herself go.
Yeah, I think she did.
Guess it's possible.
Yeah. And some people just get tired of dieting and not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Val Kilmer is 63. Tom Cruise is 60. Now this makes sense. The admiral's the actress that plays the admiral's daughter is 52. So he made here Tom Cruise is made a low pass over an admiral's daughter at his young. So she was probably in her teens, quote, in her teens at the time.
Oops. I don't know.
Julie McGinnis was only 27 when they made Top Gun. So if Tom Cruise was 24 when they made the first Top Gun, yeah, that would make the Admiral's daughter 16. They picked someone the right age.
Jailbait.
Uh-huh. A low pass over an Admiral's daughter.
Well, I've been really putting that card with.
Hang on. Val Kilmer is still alive. He did not die. That was one of those fake ones going around.
Yeah.
He's still alive because he turned 63 on New Year's Eve.
Did they really have to do voiceovers for him, or did he actually speak?
No, they did a computerized generation thing, sampling all his past speaking and what he was trying to do with his electronic thing, and made that. And so he's talking about possibly when he saw how good they were able to do that, he was thinking about maybe going back into acting.
Oh.
Hey, Star, in West Virginia, a 16-year-old is an old maid. When I was there in West Virginia, I was going through county records and stuff. There were a lot of girls getting married at 13 and having babies at 14. Yeah.
Just one star? I mean, I haven't seen Sandra Bullock lately, but yeah, just once you had a crush on her?
Sandra Bullock. She is 58 years old. So she's 18 months older than my wife.
Closer to my age.
And let's see, Sandra Bullock now. Images. Yeah, okay. She's still a hottie. I'm looking at her. She's still a hottie.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not. I got to go back and double check the records. So I really wasn't paying that much attention to it when Granny got married. My granny, my grandmother's mother. But she had 15 kids.
Wow.
Two girls and 13 boys. And I know one year we drove around Northern California, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho, checking in on, my mom wanted to go meet them all again. And so we drove around and we met, so many of them. Of course, I was young enough not to realize the great significance of that, but old enough to realize, oh, these are all my grandmother's brothers and sisters. But it didn't sink in the importance of that trip. Whoa! All right, Brenda won. Brenda won. Okay, once again, the link is at the top there. Okay, Passamaquoddy, my sister-in-law, was she 16?
My cat said no.
I'm trying to remember, trying to count back, trying to remember how old Jamal was when her first son. She had her first son was out of wedlock. She got drunk at a party, and but she knew who the father was. And I think she was 15 and a half when she got pregnant. But she was 16 when she had Jamal. And then she married my brother. He graduated from high school he was 8. He turned 18 in December and graduated at 18 and a half. Trying to get all the memory, my old man, here. And that summer she had Dawn. So she was 19. She was a year older than Jeff, a year younger than me. She had Dawn. That was number 2. Then Jeffy, Joseph, Autumn, and Jeremy. 6 kids. And so they were most of them were 2 years apart.
So they must have had a lot of free time on their hands. Or bored.
No. Hey guys, go in and see Grandma and Grandpa for the evening. Watch a movie in there.
Yeah.
That happened more than once that I know of.
Oh.
Yeah, Passamaquoddy, my mom, her first husband died months after she got married. He was shot down. Her second husband, she got married in 46, early 46. My sister was born in December 47. My older brother was born in August 54. And I'm not sure whether she was pregnant when she got he pleaded and begged and everything to get an annulment instead of a divorce because he was Catholic. But he was cheating on her with about 6 different women that we found out later.
Oh.
And my mom found out 2 of them while she was still married to him. And when he had her had my mom pick him and his girlfriend up, that's when she said, "Oh hell no, we're done." And so yeah. And she thought she was done having kids when she met my dad. They were talking. My dad had been kicked. Was shoeing a horse. Got kicked in. Hi, by a horse, and it kicked him over a pile of wood. when he was chewing it. Yeah. Doctor said he'd never have kids. I proved that wrong. And then 2 years later, my brother proved it wrong again. My younger brother, they were calling him Sure Shot because the last kid that when Jeremy was born or was conceived, she was on the pill. He was wearing a raincoat, and still she conceived.
My goodness. Right. Have you got something to add? Get words of wisdom from a cat? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Hang on. What did Star say here? I used to have a crush on Scarlett Johansson, but when she dyed her hair and went woke, she became ugly. Which is surprising, the number of woke actors, actresses play action heroes and do all sorts of things with guns. What's his name? I can't think of his name now. I just talked about him tonight earlier. Alec Baldwin does a lot of stuff with guns, a lot of movies with guns and stuff. But yeah, I think they need to typecast people. If they really don't believe in guns, they can't carry a gun in a movie.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, when my dad found out Robert Redford's leanings, he stopped going to his movies. He used to like some of his movies, like Electric Horseman, some of his other movies. Stopped going to them. Oh boy.
Stop right there. Good job.
Didn't you know a 90-pound female can beat down a 200-pound man all day long? I know a few that were on the soccer team that didn't have to beat them down.
Maybe I should open a channel for my cats.
Oh, you run a channel just on the cats. I guarantee you'll have 5,000 subscribers within the first year.
You're probably right. Strap your GoPro to them.
Yeah. Rob Reiner got caught on tuning. Yeah. Oh, that's the made me think of something else there. Rainer, what's his name? Hawkeye. Jeremy Rainer has had one successful operation, and he's got one more to go because he got effed over by a snowplow driver that ran him over while he was helping a stranded motorist.
Ouch.
Reno. and he's friends with the mayor. I think that a city employee is no longer a city employee.
Mm-hmm.
If he was a county employee, I don't think he's any longer a county employee because the mayor is just screaming, hopping mad about it. Yeah, boy. Yeah, my wife brought me a bunch of stuff for the kitchen this last trip up, and it's still in the box. I didn't have a chance to open it up, so I started opening it up and doing unboxing videos on it,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of funny. When we got married, I was the one pushing to have all the Pyrex measuring cups, bowls, and everything else. And she kind of half went along with it. And she wanted to have all plastic ones that were nice and light and she could handle. Didn't have to worry about breaking and stuff. And earlier this year, she picked up a couple of the Rubbermaid storage containers, boxes of the storage container kits, and she said, don't put them in the microwave, because she hates the plastic bowls we put in the microwave and they start to blister and stuff. And she saw the stuff I was putting in them. This time when she came up with all these Pyrex storage bowls and stuff. Here, use these in the microwave. She goes, I hate plastic now for cooking in, because she finally read some articles after I'm telling her about the chemicals coming out of the plastic while it's in the microwave.
Yeah. Or you get the cheap plastic and you reheat something like chili or spaghetti, and it's got that sauce and it turns the plastic, red.
And it bubbles it off, so it's kind of rough and it's permanently red. Yeah. So if it's going in and it's bubbling, something came out of that bubble when it popped.
Mm-hmm. I don't even own a microwave, so.
Yeah. Well, I got to have a microwave because it's just me, and with an electric stove, the microwave uses this much electricity to heat up a pan to reheat something on the stove uses this much electricity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, so that's one of the things. Actually, if I get time, I got to call the gas line. I'm going to be calling the gas company tomorrow. I'm going to be too busy. We have to call them next week. See how much it's going to cost to get them to run a gas line into the house here. Or they just run it to the meter and set it up there. I can do the rest of the plumbing because I got a contractor's license, so I can run the rest of it. Or I can if my knees are hurting too bad, I'll get someone else to do it. But running a gas line is easy.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
And so, if we get gas to the house, then, the electric range is gone. It's history. It actually goes in storage, just in case, because we got backup plans just in case. Yeah. And the stove we get is going to be come with both jet nozzles for propane and natural gas. Yeah. Because we got a plan there too. And then the hot water heater, we want to make sure that my daughter got a new hot water heater over across the street. I talked to the guy, and they can get the nozzles for both natural gas and propane for the tankless hot water heater. Which means, hey, guess what? If something happens to natural gas, we're planning on getting a 500 or 1,000 gallon propane tank put on the far side of the shop, and that way you don't have to run the gas out to the natural gas out to the shop. I can install one of those blue flame propane heaters out there to keep it up semi-warm, especially after we get it fully insulated. So much work to do, and I got 3 years to get it all done.
Yeah. Take care, Stars. Good to have you on chat.
All right, Star, take care. Wow, 3 messages weren't there. YouTube is hating me again. Ugh. Wow. Sometimes, Star, if you're still here, you got to make sure you click live chat up above, because sometimes it won't show, messages won't show unless you're on live chat.
Yeah, I don't know why YouTube doesn't make live chat default instead of top
Because
chat.
it takes a little bit more bandwidth, and they have to,
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, Shawnee's saying, so far I've been trying to figure out what to do about that. I don't want a microwave. I use a stove and oven to reheat food. Would like to save on the electric bill. It's a rental home, though. So you're kind of stuck on that. Well, I can help you out on that. One of the things I use to cook with, I don't use the range to cook with mainly. I use what's called a convection hot plate. And basically, it's about back up here if I can get it to show about yay square, and it's electric, but you have the power settings on it. It comes on at 50% power. I leave it at 50% power unless I'm trying to boil water or something really hot, a lot of water. And then I turn the temperature settings on it and lower it down. Induction hot plate. Okay, let me see if I can show it to you here. Amazon, because I've got 2 of them, one here and one in California, and we got them on Amazon. Let's see. Induction cooktop. And there it is. Hang on here. So when I typed in induction cooktop, there's the one I have right there. And let's see what the price on it is. Oh, it's gone up. When both of mine, I paid the one I paid $75. The other time I waited till it dropped and I paid $79 for it. Now it's gone way up. Yeah. And so that's the brand I have, DUX Top. And this is the model. Yep. And I last purchased one in 2016. So that's one way. Now, the other thing I did, I'm going to go back up here and show you what else I bought here that you might want to do. That helps. That is so much more energy efficient than a cooktop. Okay, let me see. Hang here. Go back here.
I kind of want one now.
Oh, I tell you, I love it. You can go down to 140 is kind of like warming it. 160 on the setting. You cook stuff. It's perfect for doing the chili without burning it. 180 for hamburgers or slow cooking a steak. If you like your hamburger like mine, you do it on 200 or 220. And there's it's lot of cool stuff on it. Come on, where is it? There it is. This is the one I got back in November. This is a propane one. It's made for indoors in apartments, for indoor RVs, apartments, or for outdoor use. And so it's 15.1 inches deep, stands 3 inches tall to the surface, not to the top of the grates. It's 28.5 inches wide. And yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on your video. think it was the one you were having trouble with the height of the
rack, getting
shelf.
the rack in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my wife says don't use it over there. When you want to use it, put it on top of the stove, the electric stove, and just use, so I can use the vent on it above it.
Mm.
But yeah, so you can
She's
use
got
it
a,
out. You can use it outdoors. You can use it indoors.
she has a
And
good she has a good point though. I
huh?
can I can kind of see where she's coming from.
Well, see what I was going to do over there because it's got a large space above it before you get to the cabinet up above. I was
Mm.
just going to get a piece of the stainless steel like is behind the stove and put it behind on that wall behind it. But she said use it over there, or if you're canning, put it on the island where next to where I got the water filter thing. You should put it on there, and that way if you're just steaming it, using the pressure cooker, it'll just disperse all the moisture into the room and won't heat up the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wayne, some inductions suck, but that one that I have works great, and you got to have the right pans on it. You get the right grills, right cookware for it. Makes a big difference because I have some cheap ones and I have some good ones. Oh, the good ones are absolutely fantastic on it.
Shawnee said it's winter outside. Otherwise, I would use my Blackstone with a side burner. Shawnee, I use my my propane grill in the wintertime as well, so it
yeah,
doesn't matter. If it's
yeah,
not too bad, if it's not too bad cold out there, I go out there and I use it on the. There's a a roof over it, so not a big deal.
yeah. But this is when you can use indoor, and if you do canning, you take it outside, do canning outside. But yeah, it works on propane. Any of the big propane tanks, the 20 pound or the 30 pounders that you can bring in the house work fine.
Mm-hmm. So I was thinking that I had a Coleman
Ooh,
camp stove.
oh,
But turns out it was a Sunbeam, but
yeah.
does the same thing.
Wayne has some. He has good cookware, Viking stainless and ceramic coated cast irons. Yes, the,
Oh,
we got
fancy.
a couple of ceramic coated cast iron Dutch ovens that I'm just dying to try out on it, but I just haven't needed to use something that big. Everything I needed to use something that big, I've just used the small crock pot for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I had that thing marked here on Amazon forever. Let me see if it comes and goes, the adapter thing. Let's see if I can find it here. No, it's not there. Where did I put it on? Is it on under? No, dang it. I can't find it now. I can't. I've moved. I had it in one. Maybe it's under cooking. No, that's all the cast iron stuff there. But they have the adapter. There's one made by Mr. Heater. It's the better one to adapt the Coleman gas stove to run on propane. And shoot, I'm trying to remember where I put it at. Oh, maybe try here. And I got the other stuff. I got the lanterns. I got the Coleman repair kit. I found the repair kit for the pump for the Colemans. I found that. I got that saved in case I ever need it. But the other, that's not showing up there. I'm not sure where I have it, but I go through all my wish lists, once a week to see if something's on sale or not. I know I've missed some because I don't do it often enough. I know I've missed some, but there are some good ones in there. Okay, got that stuff there. Oh, let me go back to that in a second here. I want to see that I'm in the right one because there's a bunch of propane stuff here. No, I'm going to have to break that one up anyways. Oh, maybe down here at the bottom here. No, okay. One of the things, that stove I got.
What did I do?
There is, and this is my big long list. I got to clean this one up. Got to start moving tools out of here and put them elsewhere.
I'll be right back.
Okay, here we go. Oh, this is interesting. This one here is a single burner one, same brand as the other one, single burner, and it dropped 15% from when I put it in there. So there's a single burner version of that double burner one. Use on. Oh. Yeah, I got 3 or 4 of the 3 burner. No, I got 3 because I gave one of them to my nephew. So I got 3 of the 3 burners. I got 1 2 burner and 1 burner of the old Coleman ones. And 2 of them on the instructions say you can use unleaded gasoline, alcohol, diesel fuel, kerosene. Yeah, they're multi-fuel. But the problem is, if you're using like the kerosene or the diesel, you got to wait for that little reservoir to heat up the feed pipe to vaporize the fuel. Shawnee sounds like my daughter. The oldest is 7. She's got 4 kids. The youngest is 2.5. Yeah. 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 The one 2 burner I have is one that my parents had from 1961. Yeah, 1961. Oh, yeah. I got 2 of the lanterns, pump up lanterns. Yeah, I was looking at stuff. I may have to go out, and my 55-gallon drum of kerosene is just about empty. I may have to go out and get another 55-gallon drum of it. Actually, I saw some orders, places where I could order some. I actually can order the K1, not the K2, the K1 kerosene through Home Depot. And so I may, since they'll deliver it here and have lift it off the truck and set it on cement, then I can use my pallet dolly to pick it up and move it around where I want to. I may do that. Yeah, exactly. Old Coleman is the best. Yeah, because a lot of those were based off of the old military ones that were made to run on anything. And that's something else I got to do. I got to go hunt around. And I got to get a bunch of the mantles for my for not only not for my old Coleman's, but also for my newer propane lanterns as well. Got to get a bunch more mantles.
Yeah, I got a couple of lanterns that need all new glass in them. Other than that, they're in good shape.
Yeah. When we were cleaning out one of this the scout camps, they sold it off, and they told us to clean up a bunch of stuff. I found a couple of those folding those little tubs that had the folding interlocking plastic lids on it.
Yeah.
Found several of them full of extra lanterns. I mean, extra lanterns, and several more of them just full of the glass globes for the lanterns. And we contacted the Scout Council office. Hey, what do you want us to do with these? And they said, we have so many of those things. We have no place to store them. Throw them out or take them home. I wasn't going to throw them out. And so me and several other people, we each took a couple. I got like 6 or 7 propane lanterns and a thing with about 12 extra glasses for them.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, here's the. This was actually in a rental, and it was left behind.
Wow.
I don't know.
Sunbeam.
Yeah, but what's that remind you of? Coleman, right?
Actually, that kind of reminds me of a hibachi.
Yeah, hibachi. There you go. Yeah, so everything is here except, it didn't include gas, obviously, but
right. Sweet.
Everything's there.
And I like the way those legs work on the old sunbeams. When you put the lid on it, you're folding it all up. The lids fold up to lock the lid on.
Yeah, exactly. So it's in really good shape, other than being dusty because it's been in a closet. But what I need to do is take it out, put it together, and run it through its paces. But I think what I would do, because this metal in here is a little bit rusty, I would probably take some navel jelly to that and clean that up. But other than that, I mean,
Brenda, for the lamp oil, if you can find one of the fuel depots or whatever that also sell kerosene. Number 2 kerosene can be used in lamp oils. It's number 1 kerosene is preferred. That's what most oil lamps run on, is actually kerosene. It's kerosene, number 1 kerosene, and without having to spend an arm and a leg to get it. Because otherwise you find lamp oil, like I ordered some off of Amazon here. Shoot, hang on. Go back up here. Lamp oil gallon. Let's see if it brings it up here. Yeah, there it is, right there at the top. Here we go. This is I got the this paraffin. They call it paraffin lamp oil. It's basically number 1 kerosene, and you just got to make sure you have trim your wicks right for it. Let's see. German made. You got to watch on some of the the quote German made lanterns. I've seen stuff on them. They're owned by the company, but the company's having them made in China now. You got to check to make sure where the lanterns are made. CB, the paraffin, this type of lamp oil here, I've had it last, like 10, 12 years, because it's refined. It doesn't have any of the additives that diesel fuel does, and some things. So it's more pure. All right, Moon. Have a good night.
Good night, Moon.
But there were several things that had questions here. So basically, this lamp oil here is paraffin lamp oil, smokeless, clearest, odorless, blah, 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 blah. It's basically #1 kerosene. And they may have filtered it a little bit more. But the lamp oils and stuff, when it gets cold, because it is kerosene, just like diesel fuel. All right, #2 diesel fuel you don't use in the car will gel at this temperature. #1 diesel fuel, you can go colder before it gels. K2 kerosene is almost the same thing as #1 diesel. It just has different additives in it. So depending, it's really close. But #1 kerosene is you can go even colder on. The only place I've been able to find any stores with it around here, Walmart. But it's the smaller bottles of it, of the stuff. Now, one of the guys I was talking with back and forth off my video about alternative fuels for lamp oils and stuff. Is like here, K1 is, they got $39 for a gallon. I found K1 from Home Depot for $1.25 a gallon. So where is the other one here? There was another one. Trying to look at it. Firefly is a fairly good one brand as well. But there was another one here. Oh, make sure you have the good cotton wicks. And if you get the ones that have the brass thread through it, that's even better. Makes it burn cleaner. Tiki torch. No. Shoot, it's not coming up on the. Usually I gotta search hard for it to find it. Hang on here. Let me go back up in here and check my. So I know I put it in one of saved it in one of my wish lists here. Which one was it? Was it lighting? No, not lighting. Heater. Yeah, here it is. This one is more expensive because it's been processed more than the other stuff. It's called Clean Heat by Clean Strip, and it's been run through processing a little bit more. So it's like so basically when they process or crack the petroleum, the stuff they pull off at the bottom of the cracker is the thicker stuff, and as you go up, you go through your different things. You get up into your oils and stuff, and then you get up into diesel fuel #2, the diesel fuel #1, kerosene #2, kerosene #1, and you go up to get the gasoline and solvents and stuff like that. This one here has been cracked a little bit more aftermarket, so it's way more expensive. All right, but this is 4 gallons for $90.
Wow.
But this is stuff you can use for your indoor kerosene heater. That's a lot safer for you. So, yeah.
So at the gas station up the road, it's about $25 for a K1 for 5 gallons. I don't know where they're getting it from, but it's been that price since the Red Dragon.
Yeah. So okay. Steph. Yeah, it's Clean Heat, but it's made by Clean Strip. Clean Strip is the company that puts out. They put out several things. They put out different solvents and stuff that are more refined. Let me find the other thing here real quick. See if I can find this here. Let's see if I can find this other one. Kerosene. Bulk. B-U-L-K. All right. So, some of these are prices are jumping all over the place on this. So this one here for a 55-gallon drum is $500, and so it's about $10 a gallon. This one here is it comes in, so you're getting a pallet of 5-gallon, you're getting 10 5-gallon jugs, so that's why that one's more expensive, but it's probably easier to handle.
Wow.
This is can't tell what that one is. Hang on. That's also made by Clean Strip. That's how much? 2.5 gallons. 2.5 gallons for $35. There was another one that I found that was a big container that was from Home Depot that was a lot cheaper. So okay. you just got to look through, and because it changes every time I look at it. Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply here. Well, I guess everywhere. They have a. Let's see how many gallons. That's a 5-gallon metal drum-like container for $54.99.
Just the drum or the?
It's full of kerosene. It's got kerosene. K1 kerosene in it. Right. Made by Crown.
Yeah, let's run this, see what else pops up here.
Delivery? I didn't think they could deliver something like that.
Oh, yeah, they can.
Kerosene?
Yeah, it's not flammable. It's combustible. Big difference.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, and you can buy 55-gallon drums of gasoline and have it delivered. It's just delivered on a truck with a flatbed truck with a lift gate and stuff. Because we used to get it delivered all the time out to the job sites when our if we needed a bunch of it out there, and the fuel truck tanker only carried 125 gallons of gasoline, but the other 1,500 gallons was diesel. And if we had a bunch of this stuff going on there, we'd have a couple of the 55-gallon drums delivered. Let me see if I can get.
Now, 20 years ago, you used to be able to, here in Kentucky, have kerosene delivered to your home if you had a kerosene stove in your house.
Yeah.
Which.
All right, here you go. Home Depot. A gallon jug of kerosene is $12. So, yeah. So you can just check around for different ones there.
I think my kerosene heater runs about 1.5 gallons every night. And I haven't used it in a while. So.
TRACT, Tractor Supply. Come on. It's showing me all, Crown Kerosene.
Mm-hmm.
Crown Kerosene in a 5-gallon can at Walmart is $123.
Ugh.
Fred Meyer, which is a big company around here, has the 5 gallons for $84. Lowe's has the 5 gallons for $61. So, yeah. So there's different ones. You just gotta look around and see if you can find the right one for where you're at. So, yeah, it's funny. I put in Tractor Supply. Try see if it's not bringing up the Tractor Supply here for having any kerosene. Let me go straight into Tractor Supply. Maybe they don't put it out there for everyone else to see. Okay, Pocatello. Come on. Tractor Supply. Where's Pocatello on here? All right. Sometimes it just, the internet is just so. Pocatello. There we go. Boom, boom. Website for Pocatello. Let's see what happens when I search theirs. Okay. Kerosene. Fuel. Thinking. All right, 5 gallons for less than for $10 a gallon. So they only have ours here only has the small stuff in store.
Oh, okay.
So I could probably talk to them, see how much if they were to get it delivered or not.
So the Crown is not in the store.
The Crown 5 gallon is in the store.
Oh, okay. I was going to say because I haven't seen that in my store. So
yeah. So this is pick up today. Oh wait. Sorry. Pick up day 1. Let's see what the what it is in store. Just one of them. The small one. Okay. Take that off. And same day delivery, 6 items. And that is, yeah, they can get delivered to their store same day. So they don't stock it, but they can get it all delivered that day.
okay.
So
Does is your Tractor Supply Co. Do they have propane refill over there? Mine does.
they may have the refill. Let me check here. Propane. Thinking. Right. And yeah, $3.99 a gallon. Okay. Refill by the gallon.
It's the same here too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh. Man, these things have gone up.
Yeah, they have.
Ouch.
Good Lord. There better be gold in there.
Yeah. All right. So this is the 30-pound one. And this is the 40-pound one. For the 40-pounder, I can get a bunch of 20-pounders from Home Depot. And then, let me go back in here to my list and find the one on my list here. Where was it? Which one was I looking at where I had it at? Was it on? Wait a minute. No, I know where it was. It was under this one here. Scroll on. I found a lot of good gloves. Let's go on down here too. Yeah, this is my wish list for stuff here in Basalt. Things I'm looking at. Yeah, so I can get newest model. Let's see what I switch to the newest model changes. There we go. So I can connect 2 of them and just change off tanks as one goes empty, change off the tank. For a lot less than buying that one 40-gallon tank or 40-pound tank, I can get a bunch of 20s.
Oh, that's nifty. Hi, Bob.
Bob! Links at the top if you want to come up. But yeah, that's yeah. Plus we have the I have the RV trailer here too that has one of those on it already that we're not using, so I could always pull it off of it if I need to use it elsewhere.
Yeah.
But as far as when it comes to the lamps, the oil lamps and stuff, my oil lamps are my backup to my backup to my backup.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of I got rechargeable batteries, and I have a bunch of LED lanterns around that take rechargeable batteries. And then I got all the ones I put on the walkway lights out there that, you know, they charge up during the daytime, and I can bring those, you know, pull batteries out of those and use them inside. And let's see what else here. Something else I wanted to show everybody here that I found. Let's get near the top. Slow down. It's not there. It's not in this one. Okay. It's in it's one of the other ones. Lighting. That's got to be under lighting. Nope. Where did I put it? It's not under base saw. It's not, nope. There it is. Okay. I found the right playlist, wish list. So I picked up a bunch of the double A's or the triple A's, and I have a bunch of the double A's as well. But they got all the different type chargers. And where is the other one? Then I must have put it in the wrong list then. I must have put it elsewhere. Yeah. Oh, I found a one similar to one of these. That's a solar powered one that'll charge 8 batteries at a time. Hey Don, how's it going? Okay. See, check one thing here out real quick here. Yeah, there's that's not coming up there. Okay, you can read that.
Google Translate is your best friend.
It didn't work. It didn't translate. It says it doesn't look like there's any good matches for it.
For Ty Brock?
Let me try.
Okay. I got you, Ty.
Oh, here we go. Making good gear while suffering from wound, otherwise good. All right.
My question was if they spoke English, and they said kind of with Google. So they did what I did, just cut and paste.
All right. Yeah. So and there's so I have my LED lights, lanterns, all my lights and stuff, all my fun stuff, LEDs, my Men in Black, flashy thingy light.
Oh, what am I doing here?
And all the others are my primary backups. And I've actually ordered for this. This thing's almost dead, and it's still that friggin' bright. This uses 2 batteries, the 1, 2, 3 batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Photography batteries. This is what I used to carry out when I was a federal agent. And so I even got rechargeables of those coming, so I can recharge those and do those. But so the rechargeable lights is my first go-to, because I have the lights all around the different rooms that come, the Energizer ones that come on as soon as the power goes out.
Yeah, those working out pretty well.
Oh yeah, the grandkids love them. because they can walk by, grab one. I got a flashlight. I got my new toy, and they plug it back in and it works again. But then so from that, if the power's out for a long time, then I go to the propane lanterns. And then I got hundreds of candles that I can use. If it's going to be a long time, it looks like it's going to be a long time, then I'll turn off the propane. If all my batteries are dead, I'll turn off the propane, light candles, and save the propane for in the bathroom or by the stove to cook by, where I need bright light. Otherwise, I just go with the candles. Then I go to the oil lamps. I love it, Brenda. I love
it. Have you seen the large packs of batteries at Tractor Supply?
No.
They're like, God, I don't know how many are in a pack, like AA's and AAA's.
Yeah. For the regular ones, I get the ones at Costco because Duracell makes the Kirkland brand batteries.
Oh, okay.
Made by Duracell, and you get like what I'm looking over here at it. It's 46 of the AAA and 24 of the AA's in a pack, and then I have all the rechargeable ones as well. So. Yeah. And then, of course, with all the rechargeable ones I have here, I probably have 40 of the AA's still in California, which since the kids told me to take the Wii up here, since I got the Wii up here, that's what we were burning through all the AA's back there. I can bring up most of those AA's up here now too. I like to store more than the.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I don't really want to say a whole lot about another channel.
Yeah.
But I just too much fear.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. Out of respect for Gil's channel.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is about the one he listed there from north of the border.
Yeah.
Do you want a straightforward, honest opinion of him? Go to Steve's channel on Monday morning. Corsair Trainers on Monday morning. Woo! Yeah. He loves diming him out.
Yeah. Well,
And Steve, of course, our trainer loves to. He used to be a Marine. Used to be an active duty Marine, and then went on into the as a federal officer in the federal prison system and stuff. Does all sorts of background searches on people.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's done a lot of these guys claiming they did this and this. He's pulled up all the information on them. No, he never did that. He never did that. He did this, and it's something totally different what the guy was saying during that time frame.
Yeah. Well.
So.
Anything to get the views.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I've done this. I've done that. It's like, hey, mine's out there. Once you're a federal agent, you're out there.
Well, we don't know what the scenario is going to be in, SHTF situation.
Oh.
But I don't think it's going to be like the movies, people. So let's get that out of our heads now before we're in a situation where, what happens in the movies doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be like that.
There are plans upon plans upon plans that the government has to fall back on, depending on what the scenario is, to cause the stuff to collapse so they can try to keep the government going.
Every possible scenario they have gone through. And they've got computers to do that for them. So,
yeah. And the thing is, though, the SHTF scenario could be more like Russia after the revolution. It ain't going to be like Mad Max. It's going to be, so you guys can figure that one out on your own.
let's just leave it at, whatever you see in the movies and TV is not, more than likely, it's not going to happen in real life. Or if it does.
Although there is one movie that is looking to be more and more plausible. The movie V.
Yeah.
Looking at the government side of it, right? That's looking to be more and more plausible.
Yeah. Good point.
That's Excuse
me.
Yeah, that's the because that's what happened in supposedly happened in Great Britain, how they lost all their rights with their made up disaster that turned into a situation where we got to take full control to save everybody. Most people don't look at this history of V. What all happened in the history and take it and look at that compared to what's going on today. It's scary.
Not to put off on another country or anything, but if you look back in Europe's history as far as war goes, they did a lot of questionable things. Excuse me. And they backfired on them.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of stuff they just buried, and they literally buried. And then, like this one town literally blew up during a thunderstorm because lightning had charged some powder kegs that were buried to take out the enemy. And they didn't realize that all the kegs did not go off. And then years later, there was a lightning strike, and boom.
Oh, yeah.
It was buried underground. Thousands of tons of wasn't TNT. It was a chemical that cannot be. You have to actually physically, I think, put a charge to it before it goes off.
Yeah. Some of the precursors to C4 and stuff like that, where it was they were using for mining and stuff.
Yeah.
Because when I was working construction, we actually had a blasting expert come in because we were in some stuff that was, as my grandmother would say, was harder than a horse heart. I mean, it was pillow lava and stuff, and it was just they're trying to dig through it, and they had to get a special drill bit, and they drill down, 10 feet, drill a whole bunch of holes, load it up, and then they set it off by electrical charge. But yeah, some of that stuff is really scary. They say, "Oh, this is safe. You can shoot it with a 44 Magnum. You can do this, and it won't do to it." Yeah, you rub your feet on the carpet and you touch it and it goes off.
Mm-hmm. That's basically what they left in those pits. And when they set it off, they took care of the enemy, but the problem was they didn't go back and say, okay, we better check and make sure everything went off. And they left stuff underground. They didn't even realize that stuff was still. And lightning strike during a thunderstorm, that's a 1 in a million chance, right?
Yeah.
And then boom. I mean, it literally just it blew up, left a crater in the ground. Huge crater. I can't remember for the life of me how big it was, but they had been working at night, and they basically look like they tried to look like miners is what they tried to look like, but they worked at night so that the enemy wouldn't see them doing that.
Yeah. I'm going to check something here. I did put it there. What the heck happened to it? I'm not, something here's just driving me nuts here. Solar. They're going through that other crap. There it is. Why is that not in my thing? Well, I'm going to have to add it back to the list. Here's the solar battery charger one I was talking about. It does rechargeable 9-volt batteries.
Ooh.
And then the AA or AAA. And so it's, that's what it looks like. Oh, and it's $4 cheaper right now. Time to add it to my wish list. There we go. Yeah, so there's something like that. It charges six. It charges 6 at a time plus a 9-volt, and you can get 9-volt batteries. Rechargeable batteries for them as well out there. Right. And that's what most people don't think about, is getting some rechargeable 9-volt batteries for their smoke detectors.
Mm-hmm.
And the carbon monoxide detectors.
Nothing worse than hearing that chirp every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Chirp.
And it's like, we don't have any 9-volt batteries here. The kid used the last one in his walkie-talkie.
Yeah. And then I got this shortwave over here that takes D batteries.
Oh, yeah.
So it takes 4 D batteries. So you can imagine that makes up most of the weight.
Yeah.
And then it takes 3 or 4 AA's for the memory alone. I never use it on AC because AC introduces noise into it. It causes, a lot of static and noise and everything
Right.
on it. Messes up your reception, but I've yet to try it on a power station. I do have a inverter.
Grab something over here.
It doesn't seem to bother.
Okay. So these are probably going to disappear. Yeah, they're disappearing. Okay, time to kill the green screen for a moment. There we go. So these are all my, not all, these are some of my rechargeable AA's. I got a bunch more AAA over there, but this little kit here, from picked them up over at Costco, I think it was, maybe Sam's. Here's the thing on it. Okay, and it has the little wall thing you plug into the wall. It takes 4 of them, and it comes with. Okay, now before you get excited seeing these D's, let me explain something with that. So you got the AA's, got a bunch of AA's, and you got the AA's. The AA's, actually, you take the D here, you open it up, and you drop the AA inside.
Wow.
Because it's easier to charge AA's. So you can it comes with 4 of these set up for the AA's to make artificial D's. And then the sealant, all it is just a sleeve for it. So you just slide it right on in, and it snaps in place, because this double A's and C's are the same height. They're just different diameters.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And so I can use any double A's in here, any of the rechargeables. So I got 2, 3 of these. I got 1 here, and I got 2 in California still. So yeah, and that this thing here is the Eneloop. Is actually made by, it's not saying here, I found it, it's made by Panasonic. So if you have a Panasonic wall charger that was for the metal hydroxide batteries, it'll work on these as well.
I'll have to keep that in mind. I think the wind is finally dying down.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another charger on one of my things here. Let me go back to my list here, see if I can find it here. Okay. Go in here. So the batteries I have for this flashlight here, this is the only flashlight that takes the 1, 2, 3s. But I have some other electronics that take 1, 2, 3s. So I got a 40 pack here saved for $57 for 40 of them. And these are lithium batteries and stuff. These are not, these ones here are not rechargeable. To get the ones that I have in here right now, open it up here. The Energizers. And let me switch back here. So these Energizers, each battery is like $3 or $4. And here I got 40 of them for $56, 20 a battery, like a third the price of this.
Wow.
So yeah, get your batteries where you can get your batteries. All right. Yeah, but yeah, I got to get with the staff sergeant this spring, or get her to come up here after the snow's all gone, and I got the rest of the dirt in, so probably about June or so, middle of June, and see if I can convince her to let me put up all the solar panels along the front walkway, because we know we don't want to put them up on the roof, and if they're along the front walkway with you got the 4-foot walkway and you got 6-foot planter area than the house. Well, that close to it, still the wind comes across there and it hits and it gets a back buffer, so it slows it down by the time it's getting halfway across the lawn there. And so if I put the panels down at just about at ground level, and depends which way I mount them. If I mount them the one way, they're about 3.5 feet tall. If I mount them the other way, they're about 18 inches tall. And so I can mount them low all the way across there. And I got 21 of them right now to hook up. I want to get at least another 19 of them.
Is that facing south or pretty
Oh
close?
yes, that is the south facing side.
Okay, good.
So in the wintertime, it's definitely south, but in the winter in the summertime, I have to turn them up flat
Mm-hmm.
because where I'm at, all right, if
Uh-oh.
and I'm back totally. Okay. So if this is the house, all right,
Mm-hmm.
turning it from, so you're looking at it east, west, east, west, north, south. So right now, the sun is over here shining at the house. In the summertime, the path of the sun starts up here, curves this way, and curves back that way.
Mm-hmm.
So the far side of the walkway in the front it catches all the sun. Where like in the back, in the morning, the side of the house gets hit. The north side of the house gets hit by the rising sun. At noon, the whole side of the house and about 4 feet out is in shade. And then in the evening, as the setting sun goes down, it shoots back and hits the side of the house, the north side of the house. But the panels out there on the far side of the walkway would catch the sun all the time. As soon as the sun comes up high enough, it's going to hit it through all the peak and everything else.
Yeah. So in my situation, like right now being wintertime,
All right. Glenn's going. See you later, Glenn.
good night, Glenn. Because of this ridge up here behind me and the trees. Now the trees are the problem. It's not really the ridge itself; it's the trees.
Yeah.
Some of these trees are like 80 foot tall. So in the wintertime, it's blocking the sunlight until it clears about halfway through my house. If you were looking at the back window, and it's peeking up above the trees just barely. So in the wintertime, even to the south, I still have trouble because of that ridge. But now if you look in the front yard and face those panels that way to the south, that's where I'm going to get my most juice because for some odd reason, right here, being that much closer to the ridge, in the back of the house,
Right.
that's the problem. But right here in the front yard, if I was to put them on stands, 3 or 4 foot off the ground, it would do great.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing how, and this is a mobile home, so it's amazing how I hear you, but I'm talking. Hush. So it's amazing how 150 feet makes a difference, as whether you're going to be able to collect solar power or not. Excuse me, are you an expert on something? Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
Hey, Don, reading your comment there. Yeah. It seems stupid that Washington State won't issue a waiver for Oregon law enforcement officers living in their state. That is stupid. Hey, Vanessa Kitty. That's why your cat was meowing. She knew the cat knew Vanessa was coming in.
Hey, buddy, what is your deal tonight? What's wrong? Huh?
Yeah, yeah. The solar system here. If I can get my wife to agree to put those for me put those solar panels in, I may get with Ben Gilmore from Minuteman Prep and pick up
Yeah.
a couple of the Delta Pro Maxes, or that the new one he got as soon as they get the current evidently there's something inside is wired a little bit wrong, because he's doing his testing and he leaned over and touched the case when he had it hooked up for 220, and he got a tingling static shock, like a static shock, but it was like, you know, how you get a little wire that's grounded, you're not getting a lot of flow because it's a small wire, but you're getting a little bit, and he was getting a little shock on it. And a couple other people have found that out too, and so they're working with the company to get it cleared up and fixed.
I love my
okay. All right, I'll put it in there. Here, hang on a second. Actually, I'll put the whole link and everything in there. Give me a second here. Let me go over here and YouTube and bring it up here. Just give me a second here to bring everything up for you here.
Idaho Garden Girl, I love my cats too, but tonight they're pressing their luck.
Just see. Hang on. Maybe I'll find Steve's full thing out here. Island of Misfit Toys. That might. Nope, it's not coming up here as one of the quick ones. So let me do the slow search on it. CORSA Corsair Trainers. There it is. Bing, bang, boom. Oh, good. It's holding it. All right. And his link. All right, there you go. There it is. Corsair Trainers, and that's the link to go to his channel. Every Monday morning at 9 o'clock Pacific time, or 12 o'clock Eastern time. You know which time zone here. You have to figure out from yours for over here, but 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 o'clock noon Eastern time, United States. He's on for 2 hours. Starts at that time.
So that's funny. Now I know here in Kentucky, the next county can travel so many miles into my county, and vice versa. But they have to also call, like, say Lincoln County is 3 miles up the road. If they have to cross over into Casey County, let's say they're chasing somebody, they have to let Casey County law enforcement know that they're in the county, and basically they're going to have to turn it over to them. But they can continue the pursuit.
Right. What's interesting in California, and this was a long time before it became blue, when it was red, any law enforcement officer had authority anywhere in the state while in pursuit. So if you were in San Francisco and you're chasing someone across the Bay Bridge into Alameda County, where Oakland is, and on into Contra Costa County, they can keep on going. They make the arrest. They haul them back. They don't have to turn them over.
Yeah.
Of course, that was the wild, wild west at the time, and where common stuff, made sense.
I don't know.
But
Kentucky has changed so many things, and a lot of it just does not make any sense whatsoever.
yeah. Okay, I'm going to take a look at something here.
I think our governor's a little bit, I think he's still a little green. So I feel like
same price.
I feel like he was too young to be elected, but he's not bad, but he's not great either.
Yeah. All right. It's 12:30 here, which means it's 2:30 there.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long, long day.
Yeah. Which means it's 11:30 where Dawn is. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here now because I got so much stuff to do. I still have probably another hour worth of editing here. Want to get done tonight so I can get that video finished and I can schedule it to be released in the morning.
Yeah.
All right. So today is Thursday. Well, now Friday. So let me grab my other list over here. And hang on here. Yeah. So coming up tomorrow, topic tomorrow. On my other channel, Camp Patton Family Compound, we're going to talk about gardening and the weight loss challenge. So I'm going to start out with tomorrow over on Camp Patton Family Compound for Friday night on the homestead. Monday, we're going to talk about backup transportation for emergencies. Back here on Tuesday for Tactical Tuesday, disaster cooking without your stove. And so we'll talk about, other, oh man, gnat just flew up my nose. Where in the hell is a gnat coming from in the middle of winter?
I don't know. I had a mosquito in here yesterday.
And so, so we talk about disaster cooking, no stoves, no electric stoves, no natural gas stoves, whatever other ways you have to. It's 9:30 a.m. Ha ha ho! Yeah. So that's what's going to be going on back here on Tactical Tuesday for Grayman Prepping. All right, folks. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Barry, for coming up here. Everybody, if you haven't checked out Barry, check him out. Check out his channel, Storms, Radios, and Cats. And everybody in side chat, thank you for coming in. Gear, Ty Brock, WD Glock and Roll, Duncan 1900 Homestead, Ungrateful Peasant, Tibor, Vanessa Kitty. Trying to think anybody else in here. Glenn was in here earlier. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me for the midnight ride. And we will see you tomorrow over on Camp Patton Family Compound, 10 o'clock Eastern, for the Friday night on the homestead. All right, everyone. See you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.